Hey, it's Jamie, and this video is just a super quick guide to some tips on safe binding. So the first thing I'm going to say is, if you're thinking about binding, I would always recommend buying an official binder. Never use things like ace bandages or duct tape or anything. Always go down the official route. If you really can't, there are some places online where you can find some tips on DIY binding, or you can use a sports bra and sort of clever layering. But if you can, always get an official binder. So the length of time you wear a binder for is really important. It's highly recommended that you do not exceed 8 hours in any one chunk. Never double bind, only wear one at a time. You're still self-conscious about your chest. I know it's really tempting to double bind, but it's better to layer. You know, like a t-shirt and then a baggier shirt over the top can work wonders. Never sleep in your binder. It's just don't sleep in it. When you take your binder off, take a few deep breaths. This can just kind of help, because I think something I didn't realize when I was binding as well is I used to take really shallow breaths, and whenever I took it off, I just kind of had this immense relief in how easy it was to breathe again. So when buying a binder, always get the correct size. I think all the websites that sell them have a pretty decent sizing guide. It's maybe good to read up, because I think some of them are a bit big or a bit small, so it's good to check that out. If you do find that you fall in between sizes, I would highly recommend getting the size up. It is better to have a binder that's a little bit too big than a little bit too small. So when I was binding, I used to get my binders from Underworks. I used to get the tri-top. There's also full length ones as well. I did really like them. I felt that they did a good job at kind of flattening my chest, but what I did do is add some Velcro to the side, because I really struggled with getting them on. So a good tip with that, although it's still difficult, is to pull it up, so to put your legs in, rather than trying to put it on like a t-shirt, because you can get stuck that way, trust me. There's also Tea Kingdom, but it's not as popular, and it is cheaper, but this is kind of reflected in the quality and how well they bind. But I do think they would be good for people with like really small chests who still want to wear a binder. And there's also another place, G2CB. I've never used it personally, but I've heard really good things about them, so it sounds like it's worth checking out too. So yeah, just to finish up, if you do experience any sort of like rib, back, chest pain, that kind of thing, stop binding immediately. If it doesn't go away, or if it's really bad, go speak to a doctor and wait until you get the all clear, or you're fully recovered, until you start binding again. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this could have been at least a little bit helpful. I'll see you next time. Bye.